Imagine you're scrolling through endless headlines torn between awe and fear. AI reshaping jobs overnight, climate disasters knocking at the door, fake news exploding on your feed. Yuval Noah Harari paints this dizzying picture, our 21st century overflowing with promise and peril, begging a question: in this chaos, what really matters? Hold that thought, because the lessons you need might be simpler and darker than you think. First, Harari throws us into the storm of technological upheaval. How do you stay human when AI and biotech are rewriting your fate? Let's break down the survival kit. In 2018, Google's DeepMind beat human champions in Go, a game once thought too complex for machines. This wasn't just a milestone, it was a wake-up call. Across the globe, industries began fearing mass job rewrites. Uber drivers, insurance brokers, journalists, all vulnerable. Harari warns it's not about robots stealing jobs, it's about algorithms outperforming us in decisions we never realized were so easy to automate. Think of algorithms as the new office managers who never sleep and never get tired. They monitor every click, predict tendencies, and decide who gets hired or fired. This invisible boss isn't cruel, it's efficient. But it reshapes power, shifting it from humans to code. Harari compares this shift to a puppet show where strings are pulled by cold logic rather than human empathy, making you question who's actually in control. Yet here's the twist: real freedom might not be choosing your job anymore. Harari nudges us to rethink freedom as the ability to maintain your inner focus and values when everything around is chaotic. In a world run by algorithms and volatility, your mental and emotional resilience become your strongest assets, more than any job or credential. Next up, in a world drowning in info, how do you catch the truth? Harari's answer is brutal. It's not about more facts, but understanding how we've become so easily fooled. Harari shares a revealing story about how during the 2016 US elections, misinformation spread faster than verified news on social media. Memes, doctored videos, and outright lies crafted emotional fires which the platforms fanned relentlessly. This fake news wasn't random noise, it was engineered to distort reality. The weaponization of info shows how our brains can be hacked on a massive scale. Picture your social media feed as a hall of mirrors, where each reflection confirms your beliefs but hides alternative views. Algorithms sense what you like and feed you more of it, trapping you in a bubble. Harari calls this the filter bubble, and once inside, breaking out isn't easy. It's like being stuck in a maze that adapts to confuse you even more. So what's the antidote? Harari challenges us to treat critical thinking like a daily workout. It's not just spotting falsehoods, but questioning your own biases, seeking out opposing views, and embracing uncertainty. This intellectual humility isn't weakness, it's the ultimate power hack to stay sane and sane amidst warped realities. Finally, Harari stomps on the idea that we can predict our future meaningfully. Instead, he points us toward a human secret: creating meaning in chaos. Harari tells us societies once trusted a steady march of progress: more tech, more wealth, better life. But 21st century shocks question that myth. Whether climate crises or geopolitical shifts, the future looks less linear and more jagged. The comforting narrative of progress is shattering, leaving many adrift without a roadmap. Enter stories. Harari argues the human brain's ability to weave stories is why we dominate the planet. These narratives, whether religion, ideology, or family values, glue societies and individuals together. Think of stories as the invisible software running your operating system, giving chaos a shape you can navigate. Without storytelling, we're just random atoms. The punchline: Harari asks you to design your own stories, values, and purposes that survive turbulence. Instead of obsessing over income or status, prioritize crafting meaning through relationships, creativity, or causes. In a world that no longer guarantees order, meaning is your true life raft, not money or technology. Remember that flood of headlines you're drowning in? Harari wants you to see past the noise and chaos, to grasp how your freedom hinges less on external certainty, more on your inner compass. Next time you feel overwhelmed by technology or news, pause, ask, what story am I living? Try this: choose one core value today and let it guide your next choice. It's the simplest weapon against the chaos. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.